Okay, right. So Paschimottanasana is another important posture where you, because the posterior muscles are very difficult to stretch, to work on, so they become very important. So that sequence, there are about 30 to 40 movements that are possible in Paschimottanasana group. Then we can go to the Trikonasana. Are you familiar with Trikonasana? The triangle pose, and that is one sequence. There are also number of movements are possible. Then we go to the one postures in which you balance on one leg. On one leg, can you give me any posture? Vrikshasana. Okay. Anything else? Ardha Chandrasana. One more, and then we'll go on. Yeah, Padangushtasana. Okay, right. Then there are a number of postures. Natarajasana, there are a number of postures. So how many sequences we got? We got about 4 or 5 already. Yes. Then lying down postures. There are postures you lie down and then do, and then those postures include your shoulder stand. When you want to do a shoulder stand, you start normally by lying down, isn't it? So lying down sequence is there, in which the Dvipada Pitam. Can you think of any other posture in lying down postures? No, when lying down on your back, lying on your back. Yeah, we can do twisting postures on your back, right? All Suptasanas, all the Suptasanas will come, and any specific postures you think. I just want you to get involved. Okay. Yes. Viparita Karani. Yes, Viparita Karani. One more, and then we'll go on. Matsyasana. Matsyasana will be more on a Padmasana. I mean, we can do that. Yeah, specifically, yeah. Okay, right. Shoulder stand is a lying down posture. Okay, we consider it as a posture in which you lie down and then but you lift the body. So then there are postures which are counter to that, where you lie on your stomach. That particular sequence. There are many movements possible in that. Can you suggest 1 or 2 asanas in that? Locust, right? Locust, Shalabhasana. One more? Cobra, right? Okay, like that. Dhanurasana, Cobra, Shalabhasana, Makarasana, that particular sequence. Then we have 2 important seated postures like lotus. Lotus posture. There are many movements that lead to lotus posture. In lotus posture, you can do a number of movements, and then after lotus posture is done, there are certain pratikriyas or counter poses done with lotus. So lotus is another important posture. Then we have the next one is the Vajrasana, where you keep you sit in Vajrasana the way he is sitting. Vajrasana. Vajrasana, it is also a very good sequence. Vajrasana will lead to Virasana, the hero posture, then Simhasana, then lying down in that, Ushtrasana, like that. The number of movements are added to that. Then we have another important sequence, which will be the Viparita Karani. What is the Viparita Karani? Any posture which is upside down is called Viparita Karani. This is normal. Anything upside down is Viparita Karani. So your headstand, your handstands will come under the particular sequence. Normally you go to headstand, and from headstand you can do the handstand movements. So they are another set of movements. Apart from that, we got what are known as Visesha Vinyasas, are special sequences, like sun salutation. You can't bring it under a standing or in some other sequence. Some vinyasas, some movements are taken from one sequence, 2 or 3 from 2 other 3 sequences. They are all taken put together. Likewise, you got a number of sequences, like in Padmasana there are a number of sequences, movements that can be done. So we have, like this, we got about 10 important sequences which form the bulk of there are about 800 to 900 such movements are possible under Vinyasa Karma. Okay, this is one. Now let me go to the other important aspect of Vinyasa Karma. In Vinyasa Karma method, the breathing becomes very important. The breathing with the movements becomes very important. Are you familiar with Yoga Sutras? In Yoga Sutra, the definition of asana is given by Prayatna Shaitilya Ananta Samapatibhyam. Are you familiar with the sutra? There is a sutra, 246 or something, I don't exactly remember the number. In that, Prayatna Shaitilya Ananta Samapatibhyam, that is Sthira Sukham Asana. I will take a few more minutes because I want to give an overview of the system so that you will appreciate why we do in a particular way. The definition of asana is Sthira Sukham Asanam. If you want to define what asana is, sthira sukham asana. Sthirata means steadiness. If you are not able to stay in any posture steadily for a long period of time, then either the posture is not correct or you are not doing it correctly. Okay, the steadiness very important in asana practice. Sthirata. Sukhatva, you must feel extremely comfortable. If you stand on your head and then still feel very uncomfortable, then your headstand is not correct. When you stand on your head, you must feel as comfortable as you feel. Thank you. Right. Okay. Thank you. If you stand on your head, you must feel as comfortable as you stand on your feet. So that is another important aspect, is sukhatva, comfort. Now these are the two parameters. Every posture should conform to these two factors. Then the next sutra, Prayatana Shaitilya Ananta Samapatibhyam, my teacher has interpreted it in this particular way. Please understand this. Prayatana, the word Prayatana, Sanskrit, Prayatana means effort, but here it refers to Jivana Prayatana, or effort of life. Effort of life. What is effort of life? What is effort of life? Effort of life is breathing. Okay, effort of the word Prayatana here refers to Jivana Prayatana, or effort of life, or breath. Shitila is to make it smooth. So the approach here is you make your breath as smooth and as long as possible right through your practice. Anytime you become your breath is short, you are supposed to take rest. So it is virtually an antithesis of the aerobic kind of practice, where you encourage heavy breathing, increase the metabolism. But here it is the other way about. Your breath rate should come down. You must breathe at a much lower rate than you normally do. That is what called Prayatana Shaitilya. Then Ananta Samapatipyam. What do you do with your mind? The mind should be focused on Ananta, which is again breath. The mind should be focused on breath. So the mind is focused on breath, and the breath is going to synchronize with your movements. So you got these movements, breath and the mind working in unison, and that is the way we get the yoga of the mind and the body, the Vinyasa Krama. We always talk about the integration or union of the mind and the body. But how do we achieve this? According to this definition, the union of the mind and the body is achieved through the harness of breath. The breath harnesses these two. Okay? So you may find that initially it may be difficult for us to coordinate the movement and the breath. But once you bring the mind also into play, then it will be very easy for us to accomplish this. So right through the practice, our breath rate, instead of being about 15 per minute normally, it is brought down to about 6 per minute. Our breath rate will come down to about 6 per minute as you practice the postures. Okay. Any questions on this? Then I will proceed. Any questions? Yes. Yes.
I practice very during exercise.
Yes.
And my breath sometimes disappears after the 6
Yes, yes.
Right. My breath goes.
Right,
I
right.
can hear my heart.
Okay.
That's part of the warming up. Is that okay?
Now here actually the way I have learned from a guru is that never allow the breath rate to go up. Never allow the heart, never strain your heart. Yeah, but Surya Namaskara, the way I was taught is, it is done with breathing. So you do it so much slower. The first moment, when the first moment is whatever be your first moment, you raise your arms like this, we do it like this. You do Ujjayi, but you take about 5 seconds to inhale. Then we'll probably do this the way my teacher has taught. We will try to do this. So never compromise with the breath so far as the Vinyasa Karma method is concerned. In fact, any time the breath rate goes up, my teacher will say stop, take rest. If the breath rate is, breathing is heavy, or the breath rate is more than your normal, he will immediately say take rest. You take rest for a minute or two, get back your breath and go. The whole point is, even the Hatha Yoga Pratipika, the commentary says, Bahu Surya Namaskaram Vrajet. Bahu means many, Surya Namaskara means sun salutation Vrajet. You should not do too many Surya Namaskara, maybe 2 or 3 times. But some schools teach as though you do it about 20 times or 30 times and all that. There seems to be some different approach to the whole thing. Anyway, here the breath is the key. Even if your movement is not good, breath is going to be more and more important, because my teacher took it from the Yoga Sutras. These 2 sutras, the 246 and 47, if I remember correctly, these 2 sutras define what asana is and how it should be done. Okay. Now, Now let us see how we actually practice this. Whatever way you are practicing, I am not trying to, you keep your practice as it is. I will tell you how I have learned it from a guru, and then let us see. Right. Okay, then we will start with the first group. Now please stand up. Keep your feet together. Keep your ankles together. Keep your feet together. Keep your ankles together. That is more important. Gently nudge the pelvis forward. Drop the arms along the sides. Keep your head down. And now watch how you balance. The first thing that you have got to do is watch your balance. Now open your eyes. Open your eyes. Is it? Are you able to? Now this is the first thing that I got to do, because balance is very important. You got to, if your balance is not good, if you constantly watch your balance, say about a minute or two, every time you start your yoga practice, then your mind will learn how to have good balance to start with. Okay. This is the first thing. This is called samasthiti. Sama means balance, sthiti, a state of balance. Your weight should be uniformly distributed between both the feet. So you keep your feet together. Main thing is keep your ankles together. Push your pelvis forward so that the legs are straight. Drop the arms along the sides. Keep your head down. Close your eyes and watch your balance. Okay. Now let us go to the next one. The next thing I would like to do is, because I said that we are going to do everything with the breathing, you got to first locate what is called pranasthana. You know what is pranasthana? Prana means what? Prana means breath. Sthana means position. Inside the chest, the whole, the breathing appears to start from a point and then merges into that. Keep your eyes closed, and inside the chest, somewhere behind the sternum, just watch that particular point. Not the breath, but the expansion, contraction of the breath. Again, keep your back straight, head down. Watch inside the chest. Watch the spot of breath. Okay. Now from that spot, watching that spot, now do 3 long inhalation exhalation, keeping the head down so that you can do ujjayi. Keep the head down. Do 3 long inhalations, exhalations. As long and as smooth as you can. Please try that one more time. Take a exhale. One more time. Smooth exhalation. Good. Okay, right. Now tell me, what are the things we have to do? First, keep your feet together, ankles together, stand erect, keep your head down and watch how you balance. Second, look inside the chest, watch your breath, the pranasthana. Then from there, do 3 long inhalations, exhalations, so without any, allow the chest to expand nicely, the diaphragm to go down, the chest to expand nicely. Smooth, long inhalation, exhalation 3 times. Now, with this, we have to do all the movements now. So that is why I have taken so much of time to explain all these things. We will do the first movement. Now, the first movement will be, keep your feet in the same way, stand erect, keep your head down. The first movement will be, as you inhale, raise both arms overhead. Try to synchronize the movement with your breath. Now, as you exhale, slowly lower the arms. Are you able to breathe with the movement? Are you able to synchronize the breath with the movement? Is it possible for you? Are you able to do that? Okay, are you able to do that? Now, let us do it a couple of times more. Inhale, this time stretch a little more. Inhale. As you exhale, lower the arms. Do you hear my breathing? Are you able to hear my breathing there? I must hear yours now. Come on, inhale, inhale, stretch nicely. Inhale, stretch please. Stretch, 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 all the way up to the fingertips. Right, good. Complete your inhalation as you complete the movement. As you breathe out, slowly lower the arms. Very good. This is the first movement. This is the first movement in which we call it parshva. Parshva means sides. Parshva bhaga, the sides of the body are stretched. Nicely anchor the feet. Nicely anchor the feet. Inhale. We'll go to the second movement. Instead of keeping the hands in this position, keep the hands like this, and then inhale, raise both arms overhead. As you breathe out, slowly lower the arms. Try that again. Inhale. Stretch please. Stretch up to the fingertips. Exhale, lower the arms. Now stretch as completely as possible. Inhale. Stretch please. Stretch, stretch. As you exhale, lower the arms. Good. Okay. Now we'll go to the third movement. Keep your hands in this position. Then inhale, open the arms. As you inhale, then as you exhale, try that again. Exhale. One more time. Exhale. Okay. Now, these movements we call hasta vinyasa. Hasta means hands. Or there are a number of hand movements. Look at the way the hand position can be changed. Now, this is one movement. This is another movement. This is the third movement. Let us see what more movements are possible now. Now, inhale. Now, stretch your arms overhead. Yeah, please, let's do it together. Inhale. Stretch your arms, interlock fingers, turn outward. Keep your head down. As you breathe out, bend your elbows. Inhale, stretch. And finally exhale, lower the arms. Try that again, please. Inhale, stretch. With breathing, don't compromise with the breath. Make your inhalation smooth and long. Keep your head down so the root balance will be good. Exhale, bend your elbows. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, lower the arms. You see, by combining the movements with the breath, look at the advantage. When you raise your arms normally, your breath may be, you may be exhaling, it still be raised. There is no coordination between the breath and the movement. Now what we are doing, as you inhale, raise the arm, the rib cage moves up, and from inside you are breathing. As you inhale, the whole chest is, sort of pushed from inside, open from inside. You open the chest from inside, and then it facilitates the movement of the arms also. The whole thing from outside and from inside, they are all, coordinated movement. So there's a lot of, benefit by coordinating your movement with the breath. Okay, we'll do this one more time, then we go to the next movement. Inhale, stretch your arms. Exhale, bend your elbows. Inhale, stretch. Exhale. Sorry. No, it's okay. Now, let us do some more hand movements now. The next movement will be inhale, just watch me doing first. Inhale, stretch your arms. Then turn your hands this way. Then as you breathe out, place your hands on the shoulder blades and keep the elbows pointing up. Okay, the chest further, further movements for each one is little more involved than the previous one. Please raise your arms overhead. Inhale, stretch your arms nicely. Keep your head down. Interlock fingers. Now turn the palms backward. As you breathe out, bend your elbows and place your hands on the respective shoulder blades. Respective shoulder blades, elbows pointing up nicely. Okay, now inhale, bring your arms overhead. Inhale. And finally exhale, lower the arms. Please try that one more time. Inhale, slowly. Your breathing is excellent. Breathing excellent. Inhale, stretch your arms, interlock fingers, turn outward, right? Exhale, turn your palms, yes, and then lower your, yes, place them on the back of your shoulders, elbows pointing up, keep your head down, yes. Good. Stay for a moment. Inhale, stretch your arms overhead, slowly, slowly, slowly with your breathing. Keep the head down, keep your head down, and then finally exhale, lower the arms. Slowly exhale, lower your arms. Very slowly. Beautiful. That's good. Okay. Now let us go to the next movement. Inhale, stretch your arms overhead. We'll do it together. Inhale. As you breathe out, place the right on the left shoulder, right hand, and the left hand on the other shoulder. Again, elbows pointing up. Okay. Inhale, stretch your arms overhead. Exhale, lower the arms. Just one more time. Inhale, stretch please nicely. Exhale. Keep your head down. Inhale, stretch your arms overhead. And finally exhale, lower the arms. Now there are a few more movements. We will do one more movement and then complete the arms movements. These are called hasta vinyasas, movements for the arms. Now we will use these movements, we will use these different positions of the arms in different postures, in different postures. Now we are doing it in standing. You can use these postures in lotus. We can use these hands position in different postures. So that is why they become very important. When sometimes you can when you do the Paschimottanasana, the forward bending, you can keep the arms overhead and then bend forward, hold your toes. Or sometimes you completely lock your hands behind your back and bend forward, in which case called Niralamba. Okay, we'll do one more moment now. Inhale, stretch your arms overhead, slowly raise your arms. Now as you exhale, bring your hands behind your back, join the hands to the bottom of the spine, turn the palms and then slide it along. Right. Keep your head down. Inhale, expand your chest. Inhale, expand your chest. Now as you exhale, lower your arms. Exhale, lower your arms. All the way down, lower your arms. Please try that one more time. Inhale, slowly raise your arms. Stretch, please. Stretch. Keep your head down. Your balance will be good. Your breathing also will be good. Exhale. Bring your arms behind your back. Join the hands and then turn the palms and slide gently along the spine. In this position, inhale, expand your chest nicely. Inhale. And finally exhale, lower the arms. Exhale, slowly lower the arms. Okay, now please sit down. You've been standing for a long time. So what we have done so far is we have taken care of these what do you call the arms. We just taken care of the arms, which are what do you call appendages, appended to the body. They are appended to the body. We are just taking it. We have got a lot of other parts of the body. We'll have to take care of now. Now from here, now we go to the what do you call the torso, the upper body now. Upper body main movements are the turning and bending. Bend back, curve the back, twist to the side. These movements will have to be done next. So what we do is, before that there is one more movement for the shoulders. We'll do that movement and then proceed further. The shoulder movement will be like this. Inhale, stretch your arms overhead like this. Now we can do it after. You have to stand up and do it. I'll just show the movement and then keep the hands free like this. Then as you breathe out, then inhale, then exhale, inhale, exhale, lower the arms. Okay, can you do that now? Please stand up. Again, keep your feet together, ankles together, stand erect, keep your head down. Inhale, slowly stretch both arms overhead. Interlock fingers turned outward. Keep your hands free. Then as you exhale, bend back. See, very close to your ears the hand should be, and then bring the arms forward. Now retrace the movement. Inhale, raise the arms and interlock fingers. Now we got to do a counter movement for this. Exhale, inhale, and finally exhale, lower the arms. Can you do that movement? Can you do that movement, Okman? Let's see. Yeah, you can come here and then do. At here breathing. Yes. the same way. Yeah, arms overhead, interlock fingers. Then now, okay. Yeah, you complete the movement. No. No, it's okay. I just wanted to, the movements are like this. Just understand this. You raise your arms, and then what happens? This is one movement for the shoulders, isn't it? This is one movement for the shoulder. You do this particular movement, and then take the arms back in the same way. Now the shoulders will have to. This is another movement for the shoulders, isn't it? So you do it two separate. Instead of doing it like this, we first do this particular movement, and then do this movement. Now, just watch me doing. Inhale, raise your arms, keep your hands like this. Then, as you breathe out, bend back a little bit, and then the important thing that you got to do is don't allow the hands to spread. Try to keep them as close to the ears as possible. And then start rotating it nicely, and then bring it up. As you bring the arms forward, straighten the back. Now, you just retrace the movement. Inhale. The second movement will be, instead of taking the hands behind, you bring the arms in front of you up to shoulder level. And then push the arms to the sides. Now you got to just do the reverse. Inhale. And finally, exhale, lower the arms. This one movement for the shoulder is sufficient. See, you get the complete shoulder movement in this particular sequence. Okay, yes, yeah, like this. No. You rotate like this, and then bring the hands in this position. Then take the hands back as you inhale. Now, when you lower the arms, try to keep the palms down like this, and then push the arms back. Now, inhale, the same movement. Forward and up, and finally exhale, lower the arms. We'll do it once, and then we'll go to the next movement. Okay. Inhale, stretch your arms overhead slowly. Slow inhale, keep your head down, interlock fingers turned out, head down please. Keep your hands free now. Now as you exhale, bend slightly a little bit, and then rotate the shoulders nicely and bring the arms, palms facing up. Okay. Now inhale, retrace the movement. Then the second movement will be exhale, lower the arms in front of you, and then push the arms to your sides. Now inhale, arms forward and up. And finally exhale, lower the arms. Pardon? Yes. What do you call it? Default position of the head in Vinyasa Krama is head down, because the balance will be good, your inhalation will be under better control, okay, and then the back also is stretched.
But it's not Jalandhara Bandha, it's just lower chin.
If you want to do it correctly, it is Jalandhara Bandha, but because most people can't do that, Jalandhara Bandha is actually you got to bring it to the sternum and then pull it up, which most people can't do. So at least keep the head down, your balance will be very good. See, because you are standing on your feet doing so many movements, you got to keep the head down to keep the balance good. Then your breathing also is going to be good. When you keep the head down, the spine is stretched. These are three reasons why we keep the head down. Except when you want to turn the head or bend back, you got to change the position of the head. Any questions on this? Okay, then we'll go to the next movement. After the shoulder movement, the next movement will be for the thorax. Well, the first movement will be the side bending. Inhale, just watch me doing first. Inhale. And as you breathe out, bend as much as you can. All of you can do, definitely bend better than I can do. Bend in the same vertical plane, don't allow the head to turn, don't twist the spine at all. I don't know whether I make myself clear. This is the movement. Look straight, don't look down. The moment you look down, the head turns. So bend to the side as much as you want. Inhale, come back, and then go to the left side, bend to the left side. Slowly try to synchronize the movement with your breathing. Inhale, slowly stretch your arms, interlock fingers, turned outward. Breathing, please try to Very good. Exhale, bend to your right side. Look straight, don't look at the floor. Very good. Very good. Inhale, slowly come up. Inhale, slowly. Anchor your feet when you come up. Exhale to the other side. Exhale to the other side. Good. Inhale, slowly come back, very slowly come back. And finally exhale, lower the arms. Exhale, slowly lower the arms. Please do that one more time. Inhale, stretch your arms overhead. Stretch please, stretch, stretch. Interlock fingers turned outward. Exhale, slowly bend to the right side. You take at least 5 seconds because that's the time you need for. Very good. Good. Inhale, slowly come up. Inhale. Exhale the other side. Try to keep the elbow straight. Stay for a moment. Inhale, slowly come up. Inhale. And exhale, finally lower the arms. Exhale, slowly lower the arms. Okay. Now we go to the next movement. Now inhale, keep your arms at shoulder level. Inhale, just watch me do. Inhale, and then as you breathe out, slowly turn to the right side. See, to start with the head will be down, but then because we are turning, what will happen is, I want to turn and look over the right shoulder. Head turns along with the arms. Then inhale, come back. You can turn a little more, depending upon your condition. Okay. Inhale, slowly raise your arms to shoulder level. Keep the head down to start with. And as you breathe out, anchor your feet and then slowly turn to the right side. And then as you complete the movement, look over the right shoulder. Look over the right shoulder. Stay for a moment. Inhale, slowly come back. Inhale, very slowly come back. I don't hear any breathing. You are holding the breath. Exhale, breathe out nicely to the left side. And then turn to the left side and look over the left side. Look over the left shoulder. Very good. Very good. Inhale, slowly come back. Inhale, slowly come back. And finally exhale, lower the arms. Good. Okay. Now you can do this movement. This is when you keep the arms at shoulder level, it is easy, isn't it? Comparatively easy, because if your balance is not good, you can make some minor adjustments. But what you got to see is when you turn, don't bring this left arm in this way. The whole, you got to keep the arms at 180 degrees as you turn. As you turn, yes. There is no, don't try to bring the left arm forward, or it should not be, it should be horizontal parallel. Now the next movement in this, instead of keeping the arms at shoulder level, what you could do is inhale, stretch your arms overhead, and still do the same movement. Exhale, turn as much as you can, and also look up. Turn and then look up. You can bend back a little bit. Exhale slowly, inhale, slowly come back. As you breathe in, slowly come back. Now exhale, turn to the other side. Exhale, slowly turn to the other side and bend back. Bend back and look up. Good. Inhale, come back to the starting position. Exhale, lower the arms. You see the difference? The previous one, the arms are at this level, so it is easier. Now this becomes a little more difficult. You still don't change the position of the feet. All these movements we have done so far, there is no change in the position of the feet. So the same one posture, but several vinyasas. You turn as much as you can. If you can turn only so much, it's okay. Turn as much as you can and bend back. Okay. So you get not only turning and also some bending you get in this movement. Yes.
I have a question about the retention of the breath.
Uh-huh.
What are your thoughts on it?
There is no retention. We have done no retention of breath so far.
Right, but I was wondering, because I was feeling an inclination
To?
retain the breath a little bit after the inhale.
After the inhale, you just show me one position where you felt like that, so that I can explain.
Okay.
Right? Inhale, right? Yes. Good. How long do you?
Here I feel like I want to retain
Yes, I will tell you. Please lower the arms, I will tell you. One thing what you could do is you can make the movement a little slower. Okay, take a longer time for your inhalation so that the chest expands much more slowly and then much more effectively. It is possible to hold the breath, at least if you want to achieve the you after you go to the posture, you can stay for a moment, for a second or so. But if you want to introduce longer inhalation, then we are getting into another area called pranayama. So it is better to leave it to a later stage, but we are now trying to use only the inhalation exhalation right through. But if you feel like staying for a while, you stay for a second or so. Sometimes we even advise that if you want, you can even stay for about 5 seconds or so. But then your emphasis goes for breath holding rather than the movements. You spend more time holding the breath, or afterwards you hold the breath out. Certain classical postures like your forward bending Paschimottanasana, there you can definitely stay for a longer period of time. But it is up to you. There is nothing wrong in holding the breath, but try to make it about 1 second or maybe at the most 2 seconds. Any other question? Yes. No? Okay. Okay, do you see the importance of this particular system is the breath. The longer, the smoother the breath, it is going to, you will have a better control over the body and also the mind. Mind is controlled through the breath in the whole system. What happens is, if you practice like this, if you practice even for half an hour, you cannot think of anything else. The mind will be with the breath, the movements will be there. So there is a certain kind of ekagrata. What is ekagrata? Ekagrata? One-pointedness. There is automatically the breath is going to see that your movements are synchronized with the breath. The mind is going to be following the breath. So all the three are in a kind of unison right through. And at the end of it, there is bound to be a certain effect upon the mind. Yes.
Are we also supposed to be doing Mula Bandha and Uddiyana Bandha?
Again, it is related to her question. Normally in this system, Mula Bandha and Uddiyana Bandha are done after exhalation. It is not, or during, as you exhale in certain postures, you can start drawing the rectum and the lower abdomen. You can start doing this. At the end of the exhalation, you can hold for a moment and then relax and the bandhas and continue with your inhalation. You don't do the bandhas when you are inhaling or holding the breath after inhalation. The bandha which is, or the lock which is associated with inhalation is Jalandhara bandha. The bandha that are associated with your exhalation are the Mula bandha and Uddiyana bandha. Okay. Right?
So this is different from Ashtanga Vinyasa. Very different.
Yeah. Yes. But this is how I learned from my teacher. So from the day one, this is how he taught me for all those years. He never would allow us to compromise with the breath. The moment your breath is short, he will say, lie down and rest. If you are panting for breath, or if you are short of breath, and then if your breathing is short, I am coming to you. If the breath is short, you will immediately shout, inhale, he will say. Try to tell you that your inhalation should be very long. He will not accept any breathing which is less than 5 seconds. So normally, if it is anything less than 6 breaths per minute, it won't be acceptable. Then you have got to take rest. You are not. Slowly over a period of time, your breath, see, I will tell you one thing. If you practice like this, supposing initially you are able to do, say, about 6 breaths per minute, or at the end of the session, instead of breath being shorter, you will probably be able to do comfortably at the rate of about 5 per minute. See, your breathing will become much smoother and longer as you complete the session. Your inhalation exhalation will be just about 5 per minute. Okay, but you can try that and then yes.
How loud should the Uddiyana breathing be? Because I've had different teachers tell me different things. Some people say that should be very loud. Some people say that only
Only the sound, that is Ujjayi sound.
Yeah,
All right, I will give you the example that is given in the text is, it should resemble the hissing sound of a cobra. I leave it at that.
We don't have cobras.
You come to India and then see how cobras. What I am saying is, see, it shouldn't be. Yeah, I can go to Bronx Zoo. Yeah, it's not far off. The whole idea is, it is not very loud. At the same time, it should be like hissing sound. Yeah. But a cobra, if it is there, I will be able to hear that. So So I should be able to hear that. Okay, right. All right. Now let us go to one more movement. See this movement, the twisting movement that we did is called Parshvabhangi. The same thing can be done in this way also. Inhale, stretch. Just watch me doing. Inhale, exhale. Then inhale one more time. Then as you exhale, and then turn and look over the left shoulder. Okay, you try to keep. Now your chest is completely locked. Your hands will not help. You got to maintain your balance by on the strength of the spine itself. So you please try this moment. Inhale.
Eyes are open.
Eyes are open. Yeah. If you can close your eyes, fine. But inhale, stretch your arms overhead, interlock fingers, turned outward. Exhale. Bring your hands behind your back. Try to make your exhalation as complete as possible. Right. Join the hands at the bottom of your spine and slide along your back. Inhale one more time, expand your chest. Inhale, expand your chest. Now exhale, slowly turn to the right side and look over the right shoulder. Very good. And look over the right shoulder. If you want, you can stay for a moment. Inhale, slowly come back. Inhale, slowly come back. Then on the next exhalation, slowly turn to the left side. Slowly turn to the left side and look over the left shoulder. Inhale, slowly come back. And finally exhale, lower the arms. Exhale, lower the arms. Okay, right. Now, yes.
If a person can't do that?
Yeah, you don't do this.
No, I do.
No, what I'm saying is, if a person cannot do that, there are other movements. That's why we started with this. If you can do this, you keep on doing this, then go to the next one. If you are comfortable with that, try to do the third one. Some people find it difficult with the shoulders. That is why you do the shoulder movements and all that. Slowly your shoulders will relax, and you are going to do it with breathing. As you exhale, the body will relax, and in course of time, unless there is some real problem with the joints, most people are able to do it in a short period of time. Yes. Any questions? No. Okay. Now, what is the next thing that you got to do? We have done two important movements for the spine, which is bending, and the next movement will be for the hip joint and also for the low back, because the movements were mainly for the upper chest, the thorax. We got to do something for the lumbar region, which is done by half forward bend. Are you familiar with half forward bend? Bending forward? Yeah. But you do half forward bend, in which case you don't work on the hip joint but work on the low back. Okay. Now please start. Inhale, stretch your arms overhead, slowly raise your arms, keep your head down, interlock fingers, turned outward. Now as you exhale, bend forward, but halfway through, keep the upper body horizontal, keep your chin down. Yes. Push the hip back as much as you can. Try to keep the head down. Very good. Inhale, slowly come up. Inhaling, slowly anchor your feet. Slowly come up, please. Inhale, slowly come up. Exhale, lower the arms. Please try this one more time. I would like you to keep your upper body horizontal if possible. If you can't do that, it's okay. If you can, push the hip a little more back so that the whole upper body is horizontal. Please try this again. Inhale, stretch your arms. Still stretch nicely. Keep your head down, interlock fingers, turned outward. As you breathe out, bend forward. Push the hip back. Yes, push the hip back so that the upper body is horizontal. Anchor your feet and slowly come up. Inhale, slowly come up, please. Inhale, slowly come up. Exhale, lower the arms. Exhale, lower the arms. Okay, the breathing rate, the rate is normally in a group class like this, we try to have it about 5 seconds for inhalation, 5 seconds for exhalation. So you may probably do about 6 per minute. But if your own inhalation exhalation is better, when you're in your own practice, you can make it even longer. In fact, there are people who do at the rate of 4. In fact, my guru's elder son, I've seen him do at the rate of 2 per minute. His headstand, headstand, just 2 breaths per minute, and like that he will stay for 45 minutes. So that is the kind of control you will have over the breath. The more better control you have got over the breath, the better control you will have over the mind also. They are so closely related, right? Yes.
When you come forward in that
Yes,
way,
yes, 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 yes. Keep the chin, because I want you to, we want the back also to be stretched. See, what happens is when you keep the head down, neck and the back get stretched. Right. Okay. The next movement, there are some more movements in this we will not do. You can now do the complete forward bend. Right. Inhale, stretch your arms overhead slowly, keep your head down. Interlock fingers, turned outward. Keep your hands free now, keep your hands free. Stretch, pull up the upper body. Exhale, bend forward. Tilt the pelvis, tilt the pelvis. Keep the head down still. All the way down, try to place the hands by the side of your feet or hold your toes or hold your ankles, whatever is possible. But when you come up, inhale, stretch your arms overhead first, interlock your fingers and bring the whole body in, in one piece. Don't allow the back to curve. Exhale, lower the arms. Right. Okay. This movement you can do with different arms position. You can hold your toes, you can hold your heels, you can hold the opposite. There are a number of variations possible. Let us not go into too many of those things. Another thing that you could do is do it without any support. Now when you bend forward, please place your hands. You can press your hands to straighten the back. Now what I want to do is there are different arms positions. What you could do is the back salute we did, behind the back, and with that you can bend forward. Or keep your hands in this position and bend forward. Or interlock fingers, bend forward and raise your hands. Any one position you take. Please try this one more time. Inhale, stretch your arms overhead, stretch your arms overhead. Keep your head down please, don't look up. Keep the head down. Exhale, now bring your hands to any position, preferably behind your back, so that you are not going to use the hands when you bend forward. Inhale one more time, and then on the following exhalation, try to bend forward. Exhale, bend forward. Yes, exhale, nicely bend forward. Very good. Bend forward. Very good. Inhale, first arch your back. As you come up, arch your back and then come up. Yes. Arch your back and then slowly come up. Exhale. Very good. That's good. That's good. Look up as you come up. Exhale, lower the arms. Okay. Now those of you who are doing this, you try to open the, open the palms. Come on, let's see. Yeah. You keep it like this and then bend forward now. Exhale, bend forward. Breathe out nicely. Yes. And now bring your hands this way. Okay, beautiful. Inhale, arch your back as you come up. Inhale. Breathing please. Exhale, lower the arms. Who else was doing it with interlocked fingers? Would you like to try this? Keep your inhale, stretch your arms overhead. Exhale, lower your arms. Lower your arms and interlock fingers behind your back. And then turn them outward immediately. Palms outward like this. That's right. Inhale one more time, and then as you exhale, bend forward. Exhale, slowly bend forward. Yes. Bend forward and try to bring your hands. No. This way. Yes. Now hands are still away from the body, as far away from the body as possible. Very good. Good. Inhale, arch your back as you come up. Inhale, arch your back as you come up. Yeah. Bring it up like this and lower the arms. And lie around. Very good. Okay. So like this you can have different arms positions for bending forward. What is the next joint we have got to consider? Hip we have done, forward bending we have done, the knees. Okay. Now for the knees, I think we have done, how can we do the knee movement? Utkatasana. Utkatasana, are you familiar with Utkatasana? Squat? Okay. This is done in two, half and full squat. And then the arms position will be helpful. Suppose you want to squat, which is the best way you can keep your hands? Come on, come on, come on, say something. Yes, that's the best position, because when you keep your hands in front of you and then try to squat, you will be able to maintain balance better. Okay, yeah. Inhale, stretch your arms in front of you, keep your head down. As you exhale, squat halfway through. Exhale, keep your head down please. Still, half, like a chair, like a chair. Inhale, slowly come up. Inhale, slowly come up. And exhale, lower the arms. Exhale, lower the arms. Do you have any strain in your knees when you do? Come up. Exhale, lower the arms. Okay, this half squat, there are 6 different arms positions. One is this. Second is this one. Third is this one. Fourth is this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the back side. 6 different positions you can try to do. Last one will be this. Now let us go to complete squat. We don't have much time for everyone on this. Now I would like you to try the full squat now. You start with your arms in front. Inhale, stretch your arms, keep your head down. Keep your head down. Now try to squat completely. Exhale. Keep your head down. Relax your knees. Then try to come down. All the way. Inhale, slowly come up. Inhale, slowly come up. Exhale, lower the arms. How many of you are not able to do this completely? Who else?
All the way down?
All the way down. Is that, no, if you don't have any problem with your knees. Okay. If there is no problem with your knees, the reason why you are not able to go down is what? Fear. Fear and falling. Okay. So what you could do is,
Some flexibility back here? No?
it could be, but then it is basically, here. So you try to restrict the movement by, by tightening the knees. So what you could do is, why don't you come and hold the hands? Come on. No, don't just hold.
Like that?
No, like this. One arm. Okay. Inhale, keep it. Exhale, can you try to go down? Both of you. Exhale. Yes. Okay.
I have bad knees.
Okay, inhale, slowly come up. Inhale, slowly come
You lean forward in squat.
up.
It's not like this, it's that.
No, you can lean forward, you can even keep it back. You are able to do that?
I hope so. I don't know.
Yeah, come on, let's see. Still. Okay. No, not complete. Okay. Now what let's do it together.
Feet together.
No, look, just feet together. Feet together. Still more.
Together.
Now inhale. Then as you exhale. Little more. So you are able to do it. There is nothing wrong with it. Exhale. So, why don't you try? You are able to wear. Why don't you help me? Now, those of you who are able to do easily can help somebody who is not able to do easily. Those you are able to do.
If I have
It's hard to do the last bit that falls down here. Your heels come off the ground. Yeah.
Good.
Good.
Remember.
Okay, good. What about you?
Supposed to be pretty straight. It's easier if you let your heels come off the ground at the end.
Now it's like just sliding right down.
It is physical support.
But then, yeah, it is later on,
Yes.
you will be able to do without that. At a particular point, you try to take your hands off.
Yeah, you have sliding very straight up and down on it. And I don't know, that visualization.
Still. Yes. Stay there for a while. No, it's fine. Good. Slowly come. Okay. Now, those of you who are finding it difficult to do it, you try to do with help. So normally it is always better to take somebody's help rather. You can hold a chair or a windowsill or a doorknob, you can do that. But you try to do with somebody to start with, so that you can move up and down along with somebody who can do the posture correctly. Then afterwards you can, first you try to hold the hands, and second time what you try to do is after some time, you just touch the hand, just for the sake of removing the fear. After a few days, it will be possible for you to completely do without help. I think you will be able to do without help, most of you. Unless there is a problem with your knees, you should be able to do that. If you've got a problem with the knees, I can understand. Otherwise, you should be able to do it. The other reason why you are not able to do is, supposing you've got a heavy stomach, that can be helped by exhaling completely. When you come down, you try to, that is why in this posture, exhalation is very, very important. Try to make your exhalation as complete as possible. If you want, you can even try your Mula Bandha and Uddiyana Bandha as you come down. Okay? Right. Right. Now those of you are able to do this easily, please raise your hands. Those of you, okay. If you can do that, I will ask you to try something else. If you're keeping the hands in front like this, why don't you reach your arms overhead, keep your arms turned outward, keep your chin down, and then as they exhale, try to do the squat. Let others please watch. Exhale. All the way down, please. Keep your chin down. Good. Very good. Inhale, slowly come up. Inhale, very slowly come up. And exhale, lower the arms. Very good. Those of you who can do this, I want you to try another moment. Inhale, switch your arms over to the last fingers, turn outward. Keep your hands to the back of your shoulders. Cross your hands, elbows pointing up. Inhale one more time, expand your chest. Then exhale, try to squat. Slowly, breathe out nicely. Yes, good. Yes. Good. Inhale, slowly come up. Inhale, come up. Exhale, lower the arms. So if you can do this nicely, we do the Prashanjali, relax you and then turn. Inhale, stretch your arms ahead. Stretch your arms rest and outward. Exhale, bring your hands behind your back. Keep your head down. Inhale, nicely expand your chest. As you breathe out, try to squat. Breathe out. Yes, they are almost.
That's harder.
Inhale, slow. Exhale. No, chest should be because upper body is completely long. So you have to try to exhale, breathe out. Keep your head down, easy. Yes.
Okay, for everybody there's something to try now. That's
Heels,
all.
heels need to stay on the ground, right?
Yes, yes. There is no change in the position of the feet. The feet are on the
And you
floor.
go as slow as possible?
As slow as possible, without lifting it. That is why if you can't, if you have to raise your heel, then the posture is changed. This is not the posture. So the best thing is for you to keep the hands in front of you and then merely do it. Merely do it. Okay. Once you are able to do that, then try the more difficult vinyasas one after the other. Now there is only one more movement and then we will wind up this particular sequence. The last one in this particular sequence will be keep your feet together, stand erect, and then this is only place, only moment in which you raise the heels. Inhale, stretch your arms overhead. Then as you breathe out, raise your heels. Keep your ankles together. Then inhale, lower the heels. And finally exhale, lower the arms. Please try that one more time. Inhale, stretch your arms nicely. Keep your head down, interlock fingers, turn outward. Exhale, keeping the ankles together, raise your heels. A little bit, even just an inch will be okay. Now, inhaling, slowly lower your heels. Very slowly lower your heels, please. Very slowly. Try to synchronize with the breath. Exhale, lower your arms. Exhale, lower your arms. Okay, good. We are completed one sequence. Please lie down on this. Keep your feet slightly apart. Then turn your head to one side. Close your eyes. Normal breathing, don't interfere with the breath, but watch your breath. Don't allow the mind to wander. Coax the mind back to the breath.
Sure. Whatever you want to do. Just 5 minutes. Is it okay? Yeah. Okay.
Keep your legs together. As you breathe out, please sit up. As you breathe out, please sit up. Any questions? If not, we'll go to, yes.
Any suggestions for helping somebody utilize ujjayi breathing who has no clue of what it is?
Yeah, you got to learn, that's what. If you don't know, you got to learn.
No, but to just any ways
You know, we
Suggestions.
just see, ask them to keep the head down and then exaggerated the sound. A few times like this. And then keep your thumb in this, what do you call this? Hollow. This hollow. And then breathe. They must be able to feel the vibration. Press a little bit, then automatically the sound starts coming. Once they get the hang of it, then it's not. Yes. Okay. If you would like, you can take a break for about 5 minutes.